I have no idea.
roll.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Didn't they incite a riot at like one of the festival concerts?
probably. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we are. We're
Welcome.
back. Welcome. All right, let's just jump right in. What are you sharing with me today?
Well, and along with our theme, I have a story to tell. It's not
Okay.
a long story, but it's a story. My favorite thing about the Super Bowl are buying squares. I love buying squares. I love that whole part of it. I love watching. I love taking the pictures, zooming, looking, and watching. I have a tip for everyone because I won on a default and a technicality. It was a game that went to overtime, and the board said fourth quarter. Score at the end of the fourth quarter is you win, not final score, not final score. Fourth quarter.
Ah,
It went to
not
overtime. The
overtime, not.
score
Yep.
not not
Yeah.
final score, not end of game, not. So I won and I took the money and I made a big stink about it because I'm like, it says fourth quarter. I was
Yeah.
like a hundred
I could
bucks,
I
but
could see
still,
that happening.
yes.
I could see you doing
So
it.
so now every year I always ask when we do it, I'm like, are we going fourth quarter? Or are we going end of game? So it's a technicality that I think everybody needs to be aware of. And if somebody has fourth quarter there and you're winning and it goes to overtime, you take that money.
Yeah.
It
And you
is
run.
yours.
How much
It
did
is
you win?
yours. That's a hundred bucks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
probably
still enough.
I probably put more than $100 in the miscellaneous things that I did, so I probably didn't really win anything, but I was very
Still.
proud of
Yeah,
myself.
it's
Now
a
there were a few
technicality
people, yeah, there were a few people that were
that were
like, no, no,
miffed.
no, and I'm like, it says, I'm like,
You didn't
if you
specify.
should have said end of game.
Oh, yep.
Sorry,
There you go.
not sorry.
I hear you on that
So
one.
yeah, there we go. That's my
Well,
sharesy.
I had a self-care day this week,
Ooh.
and so I had to go get my mammogram and a bone density test, get all
Ugh,
that
I
stuff
gotta do
done.
that too. April.
And okay, so, I'm constantly amazed at how flat they can get my boob in there. I mean,
Right?
it is like unrecognizable.
Yeah.
So right there, that's quite a feat of modern medical technology. And so I'm talking to the technician, and she's like, "Okay, you're not wearing any lotion, deodorant, blah blah blah." I'm like, "No, but I did shave my pits for you today." And she looks at me and she says,
TMI.
"She's like, well, I appreciate that." So, ladies, a tip: you going to get your mammogram, shave your pits. Just
Okay.
they got to touch your boobs all day and
I
manipulate
am
them in ways that defy space, time, and cubic
I
gravity.
am amazed at today that that is how we still have to do it. That there isn't some sort of like cap that goes over and then just go
I
and then
know.
it's
Well,
done.
yeah. The second thing I did that day was I went and got my hair cut. I know you can't tell because it looks exactly the same, but it is shorter. It is shorter, and all of the all the yucky ends are gone. But I'm still grieving the loss of my hairdresser that used to do my hair.
Oh yeah,
I,
that's
since
tough.
I moved, she didn't die. I moved.
Yeah.
And shout out Kirsten at Hotlooks in Mammoth Lakes. But there's so many salons here. I'm overwhelmed. And I've tried to talk to a couple, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not taking any new people," or, "Oh, well, how much did you pay?" Well, it was going to be like double what I
Yeah.
used to pay for a cut and a color. So now I've stopped coloring, at least for now. And so I thought, oh, I just need a haircut. One of the ladies I play bingo with said, "Why don't you go down to, there's a Rogers Beauty Academy up the road."
Oh yeah,
She said,
yeah.
"Why don't you go to the beauty school?" And I said, "You know what? Yeah, I'll try the beauty school." I had a delightful time with the cutest little goth girl that did my hair,
Okay.
and it included a shampoo. And I told her, I said, "Look, you can't fight this. This is like the ocean. You got to work with it." And she's like, "Okay." And we're chitty chatting and we're talking. Turns out her dad is one of the guitar players here in town that we like to go see.
Nice.
And she did a lovely job. The instructors are right there. They're like, "Okay, when you get to this point, come get me, and we'll proceed." They can't screw it up. They can't screw it up.
Well.
I mean, they
Yeah,
can,
little.
but
Yeah, but
yeah,
then the instructors come in and fix it. We have the Paul
exactly.
Mitchell studio, and that's what
Yeah,
people say. Oh, she messed this up, but the guy came in and he straightened
right.
it or
They'll
whatever. Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
And so it was delightful. $10. Get out of
Yeah.
here. Get
Yeah.
out of here. So
Yeah.
we're talking, and I said, I'm curious. The mannequin heads that you guys train on, what happens to those when they're done? They've outlived their useful life. She's like, you know what? I don't really know. And I thought, well, there's a visual for the sanitation collector that has to come and empty that trash dumpster, and all these heads just come rolling at him like, whoa.
In various states of.
And then I had to take it further because that's where my mind goes in a frightening way. But I thought, I had to give it the true crime angle. And I said, you
Mm.
know what? If I was a serial killer or a murderer and my MO was to behead people, what better place to dump a head than in a dumpster at a beauty school? Who's going to question that? Who's going to
I
notice that?
mean, I feel
Well,
like there
eventually, I
might
think you
be
would.
some goo and some
Yeah.
smell and a little more girth to it that,
Right, but it's in
but
trash, you know? I mean, it would be rolling around with other trash. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I
I
don't know why my mind went there, but it did. And I thought, wow. Wow.
also PSA, let's not murder and chop heads off. But
No, no. I'm
yeah,
not
let's not
advocating
do
that,
that.
but I'm
Not
just saying,
advocating for that.
hiding in plain sight. So, anyways.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, on that note, our topic today, since we're rolling up on the Super Bowl next weekend, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. So, why don't you kick it off for
First,
us?
first and foremost, and I hate this more than anything. Um, Not that we make any money off of this because we do not at 18 subscribers. We cannot call it the Super Bowl. We have to call it the big game because it is trademarked by the NFL. So nobody can
Mm,
use the word Super Bowl unless they're paying the NFL. That started really enforcing it in 2006, and it just has gotten progressively. I just know in the last 5 or 6 years, it's like all the news stations and all the radio stations. I'm like, why aren't we calling it the Super Bowl? Nope, got to call it the big game.
hmm The
Really?
big game.
Can we stop
Yeah.
already?
And
The
then
big game.
is someone going to come along and trademark that? So then we got to call it something else. We got to call it
Ironically
the
enough,
SB.
yes, somebody made an attempt to several years after that, and they said, no, no, you can't
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, yeah,
All right. We'll
that
just
was
call
my,
it the
and
SB.
then whatever. I'm calling it the Super Bowl, and if
Whatever.
you want to come
Yeah.
at
Who
me,
cares?
I'm not making money off of it, so I can call it that. It's
Go for it.
trademarked, so you can't make money. It's like when you yell, "Let's
Mm-hmm.
get ready to rumble." You can't do that. It's
Right.
trademarked, but if you're not
Yeah.
making money, then
A
it
lot of
doesn't
stuff
really
is
matter.
now that you don't think about, and you're like, oh, no, 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 you
No.
can't say that. Yeah.
Oh, what was
Well,
it? Who was the Lakers basketball coach that was back in our day? He trademarked or copyrighted or did whatever three-peat. So anybody who wants to use
was
three-peat
it
has to use that.
Paul?
No.
No. What was his name?
Mm.
Oh hell, I don't remember. Who cares? Um. So I looked up some little trivia, some little Super Bowl trivias. First of all, let me
Pat,
just say that
Pat Riley, sorry.
Pat Riley, Pat, I knew it was with a P. I am a peripheral sports watcher. I'll go to a game. That's always fun. If someone's having a party, I'll
Yeah,
go and
big
join
fan of
in
the party.
and kind of watch the game. I don't really know all the rules of football. I know that you move the ball down the field and score is pretty much
Yeah,
what you do. You have downs, you have
yeah.
whatever
That's enough.
plays. Yeah. I don't need to know all of the intricacies and details about what's going on. I just
Like an
need to
I
know.
formation.
Right. It's like, oh,
Okay.
okay. They're moving. All right. They almost scored. Oh, he stepped out. Was he in? Was he out? Whatever. And I know that there's no more celebrating in the end zone. That got a little out of hand. They don't really allow that anymore.
No, they can.
Um,
You can. The NFL allows it. It can't be like over, but
right,
they can do their little things. But college football,
right.
you
Some of
it's
the
there's
players were turning it
you can't.
into like a whole routine down there. You can't do that
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So, but anyway, so that's that right there. But whatever. If you're really into it and that's your thing, great. God bless you. But so the first Super Bowl game
Huh?
was played in 1967. And who were the
Yes, it
two
was.
teams? Can you tell me who
I
the
don't
two
know.
teams were?
No,
No?
I just wrote down the year.
Okay. Green Bay
Okay.
and Kansas City.
Okay.
Don't ask me who won. I don't remember. Um, let's see. The most appearances in the
Uh huh.
Super Bowl has
Got that.
been New England, who is in it this year.
Yeah. God, so
This
annoying.
one I thought was very fascinating. It is the second largest food consumption day after Thanksgiving in the United States. Get
That
out of
is
here.
very
Get
interesting.
out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it's like one of the. It's the day that wings are sold.
Wings,
Like it's the
chips,
yeah,
and
and
that's
that
huge.
and that
Huge
there were
amounts.
some concerns back in 2013 and 2022 wing mageddon when their wings were of a shortage because of I don't know chickens or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I was not aware that the halftime performers do not get paid. Their production costs are paid, but they do not get paid for their performances.
Huh. Well, but the exposure is it's the
Right.
most watched thing in the entire world ever. Like
A 30
interesting.
second ad in
Mm,
the first Super Bowl was around $40,000.
wow.
And
And
today
it's
they are in the millions.
yeah.
The millions. And we'll get into the commercials. But
Yeah.
um, for many years, I would go to my friend Julie's house and we would watch the Super Bowl. Sometimes it would just be the two of us. We didn't care. You know, we'd have way more food than we could eat. There was always ranch dressing, always. We'd have
Always.
our dogs with us. You know, it was like everybody else is doing something else. And, you know, we'd have a great time. And sometimes people would join us, sometimes not. Didn't matter. When our friend Becky broke her ankle, we had it at her house so she wouldn't have to go up and down the stairs. And um, now I can't even watch it in my own home unless I pay for it. And that
Oh yeah, that's
really
right.
annoys me. That
That's
annoys me. So what we do now is we just go next door to the American Legion Hall. It's
yeah,
right behind us, and you know they have people bring food or they'll order in some food. It's cheap drinks. It's a nice group of people, plenty of TVs, and so that's what we do now.
nice. We have a neighborhood group of people, and every year the party's at the same house. And I was just like rolling through like my brain over the years, like what the weather's been like. Because it's going to be fairly warm here this weekend. Um, we've had some that have been warmer because I remember being in like a tank top and shorts and like just sweating because it was so humid. We've
Mm-hmm.
had rain. We've had just super cold, foggy, and we've had just normal. But we've run the gamut. So, like this early February has been quite the range of temperatures in my recollection over the past years. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
easily remember things now, right? I gotta like put a thing on it. Somebody goes, "Oh, what's the average temperature?" And I'm like, "Okay, wait. Let me think what happens. Let me go roll through my Rolodex." So yeah, so we go over there. There's food and way too much food and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of drinking. I don't usually drink too much because I can't anymore. I'm too
Yeah, I
old.
got to work tomorrow.
So,
You know, it's Monday
however,
tomorrow.
however, now since they moved it a week, the Monday after the Super Bowl is now a holiday. It's one of
Mm-hmm.
the president's days. So our little group I don't think anybody really changes their behavior of oh,
Yeah.
like I have to go to work tomorrow, but a lot of us don't have to anymore. So it's kind of nice to
Yeah.
have the extra day to just
Well,
take a
and
breath.
I feel like Super Bowl Sunday has kind of become like a holiday.
Yeah.
It's an American holiday. You know,
Yes.
it's
A
what are you
lot
doing
of
for the Super
people
Bowl?
yes, a lot of people have kind of said, "Oh, the day after
Yeah.
should be considered a holiday." And now it is. You just got to push it back a week. And if they add more teams and they push it back another week, yeah, it's another
Mm-hmm.
holiday.
Now, how do you feel about potluck type of gatherings? I know that, and I've seen some memes where you're watching somebody prepare something in their kitchen and they got their fingers in it and they're tasting it. It's like, oh God, I'm never eating a potluck again. I don't even think about that.
I
But
don't
how do
either.
you feel about eating food that somebody made in their home and brought, not knowing
So,
the condition of their
yes.
house, you know, that kind of
Well, I
stuff?
do. So these are all people that I've been friends with for decades, and I know all of them. I've been to all of their homes, so I know I don't feel uncomfortable about any of I
Hmm.
I don't. Now, if I'm going to one where I don't know anybody, I'm taking a pause and kind of making choices about what I pick differently just
Hmm.
because not that you know what? Do I think people should worry about whatever I do at home when I'm making something and bringing it? No. Do
Hmm.
sometimes we all do, right? I take a
Yeah.
piece of cookie dough and then, yeah, sometimes I'm way more conscious about it now over the past few years where I'm like wiping things down and wearing gloves and
Right.
going through 4 spoons and just as I've gotten older I've got it. But you know, at this point you can't run away from all the germs. So
Exactly. And I think about when you
I
go
don't
eat in a
try.
restaurant, you don't know what's going back there. You don't know what's going on
No.
in
God,
the
it's probably
kitchen. And so
worse.
exactly, I think about it the same way. I'm like, you know what? If I think about it too much, I'll never eat anything outside my house
Eh,
again, or maybe not even in
Well,
my
which is
house. So,
well,
I mean,
same with
you
it. It's like
can't
you've
be,
got yeah, grocery stores
you
and
can't,
trucking company. You can't.
exactly. I mean,
You'll
people bring
drive
their
yourself crazy.
freaking dogs everywhere they go. It's like, all right, you know, whatever. I don't get bogged down in that. And I think about the number of times I've been sick from something foodborne where you're positive it was foodborne, maybe once a year, maybe. You know, I'm pretty
Oh yeah,
healthy,
it's it's
so I
it's
don't
maybe
worry
once every
about that.
6 or 7 years. Yeah, I don't either. That's
Yeah.
not. I I, I
So,
um I haven't been to a something or other in a long time where I was like, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck brought
mhm,
this? What is in it? Like it's been a long
yeah.
time. You know, people
I
bring kind
mean,
of the huge.
I love deviled eggs, but unless they are in the fridge, I won't touch
Yeah.
them because you just don't know how
Yeah,
long they've been sitting out. Or unless I physically watch them come out of the fridge and get placed on the table, I'll grab one. But it's like, or if I make them, which I never do, but it's like that kind of stuff. We have a friend, or had a friend who was a health inspector for LA County. And he said, don't ever eat anything that's mayonnaise based or dairy
Mm-mm.
based that's been sitting out. Obviously, he's like, Chinese restaurants are the worst, at least in LA. And, um, you know, he just had a whole list of things that he's like, I go to someone's house, I'm not touching anything on, you know,
There,
that they're
there
serving.
is something came up, and it's in one of my lists for my just random if I ever need it. It's a metal bowl that has a little hole, and you fill it with water, so it's double walled, and then you can put that in the freezer, and then whatever you're taking with you, you can bring in that bowl, so
Hmm.
it keeps it cold. I'm like that.
Right.
How long did it take for us to figure that out? That we're not
Yeah.
getting a tray
We
with
had
ice
that.
cubes and
Yeah, we had that at the hotel because we used to do a little, you know, welcome social, and I had cut veggies and
yeah,
dip, and it was, you know, it was a special tray that you could put ice in the bottom, and it kept it cold, you know,
yeah.
just mainly for the dip,
Tupperware, I think.
because
Yeah, Tupperware had
yeah,
like one in the middle and then all the things, and then you put the lid on, then you
mm-hmm,
take the lid off, and then you can stick the ice underneath it. But this was one
right,
bowl,
right,
double walled, fill it with. I'm like, this is,
yeah,
you don't even have to worry about it.
yeah, nice,
Brilliant.
nice,
Yeah,
good
things
times.
people think of.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what other little trivias do we have?
Let's
Let
talk
me see.
about the national anthem for a second.
Okay,
I learned
I'd have to
something.
say you go first. Go ahead.
I learned something that I did not know that was very surprising to me. But Cheryl Ladd sang the national anthem of the Super Bowl in 1980.
Was Charlie's
Like
Angels huge back then?
it was huge, yes.
Must have
But
been.
like she also I don't it wild. That was what? Yeah,
I didn't
crazy.
dive into who has sang it in the past, but I do remember Whitney Houston kind of changed the game when
Yes,
she
she
did it.
did. Yes, she
And
did.
that was during the Gulf War. So that was a
1991.
huge thing. I remember them showing the soldiers overseas watching the
Yep.
game, saying, "Hey, hello, America, go team,
Yep.
whatever." So that was I read something that was very strategically arranged for her to do it
Ah,
and to do it the way she did it was
she's
because it
so
just
good.
blew it up. It blew
Yeah.
it up. And ever since
Collect.
then,
Yeah. I
I
would
mean,
say
it's a big, huge deal.
collectively, yeah, collectively on all of the random lists, it that nobody will say that like that's the best one ever. Like there is no better national anthem.
I thought Lady Gaga did a pretty
She did a pretty good job.
amazing
Yeah.
job at the national
Yep.
anthem.
She's
But those
on.
are the two
She's
that
on.
stick out.
Yeah. If you do like a random Google searches, she's on both the best and the worst. Like, how
Hmm.
do you put her on the
No,
worst?
she was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two stick out for me. And now they
So
do.
there's,
When did they start doing America the Beautiful too? Now they do
I
the
don't know. It's just
Star
more.
Spangled Banner and America the
It's
Beautiful.
just,
It's like,
yeah.
when did that happen?
It's probably just more things that they can sell, spaces they can sell of some sort for ads or, oh, I don't know. There's
Yeah.
one person who did it twice, and that was Billy Joel. Although
Mm.
Aaron Neville did it twice, but his second time was also with Aretha Franklin, which also
Mm.
is on the list of best and worst.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
digging deep.
That song is known as one of the most difficult songs to sing
Yes,
because of the range. You have to go from
yes,
one end to the
to
other
the
end.
other. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, there is Daniel Tosh has a bit about people's love for the super or for the national anthem, and he goes, "Oh yeah, how many of you have it on your on your
On your playlist.
playlist?" Oh yeah, it's just so
uh,
funny that you're like, yeah, I mean, it's not
True.
something that people put on your play. It's not. It's just not.
I remember, did you ever watch Drunk History on the Comedy Channel?
I know, but I'm familiar with it.
Okay, so they did a thing about the Star Spangled Banner and, how it was written and what inspired it and all that. That was pretty funny. It was, I can't even remember who wrote it, to be honest. But they show the scene where he's looking out a window and he sees the flag and he's like, "Our flag is still there. Our flag is still there." And it's all like dramatic. And then, the drunk hosts come in and they're like, "Ah, the flag was still there." They're like crying. It was funny. That's a good
The
one.
over dramatization.
Yeah.
Who's singing
So,
this year? Let's see. Who's singing this
I
year?
looked and now I can't remember.
Super Bowl.
Uh, let's see. While you're looking that up, most team wins. Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots
Oh,
have had the most
Charlie
wins, obviously.
Puth. Charlie
Who's singing
Puth.
it?
Charlie Puth.
I have no idea who that is. I'm serious.
I believe you. He's a singer.
Is he what genre? Is he country? I don't know
No,
what
he's
he
not
is.
country. He's like maybe he's considered pop.
Charlie Puth?
Yeah.
I honestly,
He has a
I'm at a
song that he
loss.
did a duet. Who's his
Would I know
wife?
one of his songs? I don't. I'll have to look it up after.
Probably. I think you would. I think you'd hear.
Okay. I'd hear it and be like,
Stay.
"Oh, I know that
Yeah.
song," and just not know who it is.
He did a duet with somebody that was pretty. Yeah.
Also, no Super Bowl has ever ended in a shutout.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good to know.
Wow. Yeah.
Good to know.
Ironically, all of the Super Bowls were like who like considered the best games. They were all like super close. One like in the last
Right.
minute, overtimes.
Right.
Field goal, missed
Right.
extra points. Those kind of, which makes sense. I hate a
Yeah.
blowout. It's not fun.
Yeah, you want a good
A little
game.
excitement. You want a little
You want a good
excitement.
game.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to anything else about the actual game?
Um,
I'm
I
going to
mean, I
move on
feel like
to
yeah.
halftime. We're going to
What's
move
the
on to
spread?
halftimes.
What's the spread this? What, 4.5 to 5?
See, I don't even know
Um,
what that means.
it means that the Vegas odds are predicting that the Patriots will win by between 4.5 and
Right.
5 points. So if you pick Seattle and they lose by 3 or less, you still win.
There you
I think
go. I looked up
something
a
like
list of every halftime performer since
that. Okay,
it
I've
started.
got some. Yeah, I got some
So the
here.
very first Super Bowl was the University of Arizona and the Grambling State Marching Bands. Grambling State
Was
was
it
in there
played in
for a
Arizona?
while. It might have
Was it
been.
played in?
And that's the thing is normally whatever state they're playing the game in, you'd get some kind of theme or
Right.
tribute to that. Is the Bay Area getting anything this
No,
year?
no,
Tom keeps telling me, why isn't Metallica playing? They're like the most famous Bay Area band.
because
Like, I
they're
don't know. I
well,
don't know.
because they don't fit with the
They
current
don't.
political landscape of
They
what's
don't
happening in the world
fit the Super
today.
Bowl mold. You had a lot of themes in the past. I thought it was interesting. Carol Channing performed in 1970.
That did not come on my list.
You had
I
people
just
like,
have a lot of
and
the
again
obvious ones.
in 72 with, it was a salute to Louis Armstrong with Ella Fitzgerald, Carol Channing, Al Hurt, and the U.S. Marine Corps drill
Wow,
team. I wish we could go back to
wow!
those. I
I
really
didn't think
do.
the Marine Corps had a drill team. That
Yeah,
is
they all have
wild.
bands and drill teams and everything.
Huh.
Um, let's see. The Grambling State Band, they were kind of in there for many years. Um, let's see, some other interesting ones. Um, Gloria Estefan makes
Yep.
an appearance multiple times in the Super Bowl over the
Okay.
years. Yeah, get in
She
there,
might be like one of
Glow.
those the most, but like
Mm-hmm.
not on her own. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she, let's see, she got in there in, um, this was kind of cute. In 1988, the theme was Something Grand, featuring 88 grand pianos, the Rockettes, and Chubby Checker. I mean, you can't go. I mean, I want to go back to that. I think that would be so fun.
They should do a
1991.
throwback, right? They should
They
do an
should.
in throwback.
1991 was a small world salute to 25 years of the Super Bowl featuring New Kids on the Block. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They could do they do the throwback and do like the uniforms, like they do a throwback uniform and like the
yeah.
leather helmets.
Yep. It looks like Gloria Stefan. She made her debut in 1992.
Okay.
The theme was Winter Magic, including a salute to the winter season and the Winter Olympics, featuring Gloria Estefan, Brian Boitano, and Dorothy Hamill.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had that
Um,
haircut.
so things really changed for Super Bowls when Michael Jackson
Yeah, I was
got
gonna
in
say
there. Yeah,
1993 when Michael Jackson did
1993.
it.
That's when it turned into the Fiestival extravaganza bonanza that it is now. So I have to mention. So do you remember? Let's see what year it was. Um, 2004 was the nip slip.
Yes, the nip slip. I have that on my
And
list.
I remember
Janet and
watching that
Justin.
live and seeing him go to grab her costume and his hand kind of fumbled a little bit and then he yanked it down. And I'm like, why is everyone making a big deal about this? Because it was totally rehearsed and planned. It wasn't, oh, whoopsie. No, it absolutely wasn't. It was it was included in the production. Didn't she have like a sequin pasty on underneath? Come
I
on.
don't remember.
So I just thought that just brought that back. Like, oh God, everybody made such a big deal out of it. It's like, who cares? We got more important things to worry about than Janet
And a nip
Jackson's
slip.
tit. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some might say no.
Yeah,
The
well.
children that were watching had to see that.
Um, But yeah, so that one sticks out in my mind. 2007, Prince Made It Rain.
Yeah.
Made it rain. So when people say, "What's the big deal with Prince? Why did Gen X love Prince?" He made it
And
fucking rain during the Super Bowl. That's why we love him.
he's just so
He's so him.
fun. He's just
He's
so
so him.
fun.
So, over the years, you've had a lot of like the big names:
Yep.
Madonna,
YouTube.
Beyonce,
Yeah. Bruce
U2,
Springsteen.
Springsteen, the Stones, Paul
Yep.
McCartney. They've
Yep.
done all
Oh
the
yeah.
country
Paul McCartney's came up
stars,
on the yeah.
Aerosmith, Britney. I
I,
really
I
did.
just my
I
favorite
really,
was that 2022 with Dre and Snoop and
I was
Eminem and
just going to
50 Cent.
say,
God,
I really enjoyed
that
that.
was yeah,
That
that
was
was
fun.
fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun. And it was LA. It was all,
Yep.
so tribute to
Yep.
the LA roots of hip hop, um, rap, whatever. Now, Bad Bunny. I was looking at the list. He already performed in 2020 along with Shakira, J-Lo,
Oh,
Bad
okay.
Bunny,
Yeah.
and a couple other people. So why are we making such a big deal? Oh, he's going to perform in this. He's already done it. Who
Well,
cares? Who effing
because
cares? And now it's all becoming political, which I hate.
so
Everybody's
stupid.
got to make a statement and have a platform. And, can we just be entertained
Nope.
without your thoughts?
Nope.
I
Nope.
mean,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
it's dumb. That whole thing last year with I got to look at his name now. Kendrick Lamar was
Oh
making some
yeah.
kind of statement against
Yeah.
Amazon. It was
Well,
like
and
whatever.
against Drake is long time.
Yeah, it's like
It's
who
just
cares?
feuds, music feuds.
Why don't you guys go beef that out in the alley and leave it off the air? We don't want to see it. We don't care. We don't care.
I think there is a large percentage of people that would like to see it. I think you're in the
Why don't
minority. I
you
think they
pick
want
an
to see
alley,
it.
sell tickets, have a good time? I don't know. Yeah, so those are some of the ones that stick out in my mind over the years. Now, do you remember when the show In Living Color was on?
Yes.
And
Oh my God,
they
that show was
did
so
a
funny.
did a halftime episode, and we all just zoom switched right on over because that show was funny.
Oh, that show was so funny.
Yeah,
So funny.
so funny, and it was great that they did
That's
that.
probably, I'm gonna have to add that to my future pod list of things that probably couldn't be remade the same.
Yeah, shows you couldn't make today.
Yeah, and Living Color.
Yeah,
I don't, yeah, I don't think you could. I think there would be some,
there'd be some
yeah, I
issues
don't
with
think you could. There might be some
yeah. I mean,
issues.
they had a superhero named Handyman. That was a handicap guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that now.
Who was it? Fire Marshal
Fire
Bob?
Marshal
Fire
Bill.
Marshal Bob.
Yeah,
Bill. Yeah. Oh, just,
Ugly Wanda.
yeah, yeah, you couldn't,
Although,
couldn't do.
Kay and Peele, they're pretty funny with their when they do the football lineup
Yeah,
introductions.
yes. The names.
But
That's very,
yeah.
or, yeah, yeah. Well,
So that's all I got on halftime. Oh,
that's all I
I
really had
mean,
on half times too.
it's just the
We mentioned them
performers
all.
and
Yeah.
it just becomes a whole thing. But I would love to see a throwback. A throwback to some
Marching
old
bands of
halftimes,
sorts,
marching
or
bands.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be
I don't
fun.
know. Maybe,
Yep. Yeah,
maybe.
maybe. All right, let's get
Maybe,
into the
maybe.
commercials because that's the reason I watch the Super
Now,
Bowl.
for sure. Well, not so much anymore because you can go see them all ahead of
Hmm.
time. But yes, when you say Super Bowl, the first thing that comes to my mind, not even like commercial food, whatever. You say Super Bowl, mine is the Mean Joe Green Coca-Cola commercial
Yep.
from 1980.
Yeah.
Probably
Hey,
because I
kid,
was,
catch.
yeah, because
Yep.
I was so young. It is like ingrained in there, and that's the
So,
one.
and that's what was interesting. What I discovered was some ads, some iconic ads that started as Super Bowl ads. The Wendy's
Yeah.
Where's the beef? That was a
Yep.
Super Bowl ad
Yep.
in
Yes, it was.
1984. Also, this blew my mind. Apple introduced the Mac computer
Yep.
during the 1984 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I don't remember that.
Well, in
Doritos.
'84, you were
Yeah,
15. You weren't watching the Super Bowl.
exactly.
Yeah.
Doritos always has a good commercial. Pepsi. I did see the
Pepsi usually
Pepsi.
does pretty, yeah. Yeah.
I did see the one for this year already. I
Yeah.
cheated, and it's they're bringing back the Pepsi challenge. So,
Yes, I did. Yes, I heard about it. Speaking of Pepsi, I will say another very iconic Pepsi commercial that comes up is the two little boys that are watching Cindy Crawford go get a Pepsi
hmm
out of the
the
machine.
machine.
That was from 1992.
Yep,
That was a cute commercial. That was
yep.
a cute one.
Um, yeah.
Budweiser always has a good one.
Budweiser,
Yeah. The
Budweiser.
Budweiser
What's up?
the yes. That was in 2000.
What's
That was on
up?
my list. Their commercial trio that they've been running for the last few weeks has been Shane Gillis and Post Malone and
Oh,
Elway, and they're
in the car.
hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
not Elway,
I did see the I
the other
love the
quarterback.
Clydesdales.
Yep.
I did see the one with the Clydesdale already this year. Very
Now,
America.
also the Budweiser commercial from 1995 where the frogs that went Bud, why, there. That
See,
one was also one that
I didn't like that.
it
That
just
came
was
up and I'm
one that
like, that was
stood.
stupid. I thought the
Okay.
frogs were dumb.
All right.
But yeah, the bad wise.
Yeah.
Er. And Spuds McKenzie was also born out of a
Yeah. Yeah.
Budweiser Super Bowl commercial.
Forgot about old Spuds
I
McKenzie.
didn't really like him either.
I didn't either.
I just thought I don't like when you put animals in human clothing. And I just it's weird. Like I
Add it
see
to the list.
like you see portraits, it's on my list of like a cat dressed like a English tutor, you know, some court jester. It's like, ugh, that's just weird. I don't like it.
I did also like
Snickers.
that the E Trade talking babies.
Mm,
I thought
yep.
that was funny.
I liked the Snickers Betty White commercial, and then the
That one
ones
was
that they
really
did with
good.
Aretha Franklin and Joe
Yeah.
Pesci. Like, you get so hungry you turn into a totally different person,
I
and then
still
they
say
eat the
that to some
Snickers and they
people.
go
Go
back
eat a
to
Snickers when they're
yeah, go
cranky.
eat his Snickers. Um, there's the ones that are just boring, where you're like you're waiting for something funny to happen, then you're like, oh, it was
And
just
it never
for
does.
Merrill Lynch or something like that. You're like, ugh, all right, whatever. Glad you paid for that. But I really like when they do a throwback. Like they did one with Matthew Broderick where he's Ferris Bueller. I think it was for Honda.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
they recreated that whole scene at the end where he's running, trying to get home before the mom gets home. And I like when they do that. You know, throwback to our generation because we're the ones watching it. We're the ones buying all this shit, you know? Just give it to us, please. Let us have it. Gen
Oh,
Z's not watching this. Who cares? You know, we're the ones watching this. So that's what I
I
got
have not.
on Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah, I haven't looked to see. There were let's see, there were some uh Michael Jordan based ones
Hmm.
that came up on my list that I couldn't remember. There was
Yeah.
that one
The
commercial, but I don't think it was a super commercial. It was the anything boys can do, girls can do better, and it was Michael Jordan and Mia Hamm.
mm, I do
And
remember
that's
that.
yeah, and that stemmed from somebody told me this story, or I heard it on something that University of North Carolina, where they both went to school, it was who is the best athlete to come out of that. And so the two of them played one-on-one basketball and one-on-one soccer to see like them
Mm,
playing each other. And she scored like one basket. I mean, ultimately he won the one-on-one, but she
right.
scored. And then in the soccer, he was not able to score. So it was quote unquote, she's the best athlete from UNC. And
Right.
that's what stemmed from that commercial. So that was kind of
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think was it last year or the year before? They're giving you like mammogram, go get your boobs checked ads. It's like, wow. There's like a Jesus ad. You're like, wow,
There'll
we've really
probably be
come a long
there'll
way.
probably be some there'll be some pharmaceuticals, maybe some Cialis or some
Uh-huh.
Viagra ads.
Yeah, we've come a
There's
long
some
way
blood
from
pressure
just Doritos, Pepsi, you know?
blood pressure medication ads. Oh,
Ozempic's probably in there.
100% some GLPs. Hell yeah. Yeah. As we're all shoveling wings
Oh,
and chips in our
and
face. Don't
I'm
forget to
sure
take
there'll
your
be no
shot.
shortage, no shortage of DraftKings and all of those
Yeah.
gambling
Oh God, all
sites.
of them.
Oh
FanDuel,
my
and there's
God.
so many of them. But we can't
Yeah.
gamble in California, which is shocking.
On Indian
I,
land you can.
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
can, but like you can't this stuff. It's like, why? Why wouldn't you? Just open it up. Let everybody do it.
Let everybody just get a gambling addiction
Just
and ruin their
let
lives. It's
them
great.
all. Let them all. You can live homeless and shit on the sidewalk and do meth. You can't place a bet on who's gonna win the Super Bowl. It's fucking unbelievable. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was interesting. I didn't get dollar amounts, but it depends on what time of the game your advertisement runs is
Oh
also
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
the cost is based off of that too. Because you figure the first quarter,
Second,
everybody's
yeah,
watching.
the
Second half of
second
the
half of the
game, you're
game's well,
losing people.
nobody's
Yeah,
watching. You
I
may
gotta
as well
go
just
home.
pay them.
I gotta go to bed. So,
Well, like it's round two of feeding. People are probably pretty like they've 2 hours into drinking and talking and having
yeah.
fun, and usually the game starts to get less exciting, and sometimes the
You're like,
halftime
I'm
show
tired of
charges
you.
you
I have
up,
nothing
or
else to
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. It's over. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Now, what
that's
about
it.
your? What do you have anything you look forward to like eating or making or see? Like, is there
Um,
I love it all. I love chips
I
and dips. We are the Dip and Pour Club,
yeah,
so this is a
that's
big
right.
fan of all that.
I
Yeah,
like wings. I like wings, but
yeah.
I like the way I make them. I like them to be
Okay.
crispy. I don't like
Uh-huh.
goopy, saucy,
Okay.
rubbery wings. I
Okay.
like a crispy
All
wing that I
right.
can dip in a sauce.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I do like
I love a chicken
I'll
buffalo
do
dip.
I'll start with the veggies. I'll do a little
Okay.
veggie and ranch just
You'll pretend that
to
you're gonna
off
pretend that you're gonna be pretty good.
no, just to offset what's coming. So I'll
Gotcha.
get some fiber in there and like, okay, I ate, you know, a handful of veggies. Now I can have everything else. Um, so I like wings. I like chips and dips. I like a good salsa, a good guacamole. I used to
Yep.
make the hot artichoke dip um,
Okay.
with
Yeah.
wheat thins. That was pretty good. I like
We
a
got the
7-layer dip. That's usually
yeah.
an easy one that I can do.
I
Um,
always look forward to the trailer trash meatballs, which is equal parts of chili sauce and grape jelly mixed together.
Grape jelly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Those are my
I like to see,
those.
I like to go to other places and see what other people make. Like, oh, well,
Okay.
that's interesting. Oh, well, that's good. I like to try different things.
Yeah.
So,
There's always a vegetarian or a vegan or somebody who's got something that's unique, and I'm like, oh, I'll give it a
gluten.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
On this
Yeah.
and
And, anything that you can just whip up pretty quickly or stick in the air fryer or stuff like that. Now, I do have to give credit to people that just go all out, where they cover the entire dining room table in saran wrap and just dump like a giant Frito boat on there, or, just a huge, like, and then you just eat it like you're a pig in a trough. It's like, oh no, we don't need plates.
just
Just get in
scoop it
there.
up. Yeah. Just everybody. That just seems so archaic. Everybody just
Yeah,
standing
or
around
you have,
shoveling food in their face.
yeah. And uh, the other thing is there needs to be, I need to know your bathroom's clean. That's
Okay.
one of my
Okay.
prerequisites. Is I'm happy to come to your house, but your bathroom has to be clean because everyone's going to be using it.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it
Okay.
is, like I said, it's more, almost as much food as Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's more.
I was in the store Thursday after I went and got my hair cut, and a guy passed by me, and his cart was nothing but chips, different
Yeah,
bags of chips. I'm like, Super Bowl. He's getting ready for
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Well, also too, if you buy four, it's $1.99 each. If you buy
Mm-hmm.
one, it's $12. So you may as well buy the
Exactly.
four. Fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
No Fritos this year. I think I might go
No.
on a Frito boycott.
Okay. I will say I love the creativity of the soda companies that are now doing the collages in the soda boxes that like make a goalpost or
Mm.
right. So like
Mm-hmm.
Coke will do it and it'll be all red, but in green will be the Sprite boxes and a goalpost where they stack them on the end cap, and I enjoy some of
Yeah.
those. Those are
That's
kind of
kind of
fun
fun.
sometimes. Yeah, they
That's
do
kind of
little. They
fun.
did a they do Easter. They do bunnies. It's kind of
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
get those marketing dollars. Got to get that. Got to get it all. Got to take
Yep.
everything. Vying
Yep.
for that place in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
All
someone gets
right.
real creative and makes their dish look like a football field, or,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
ham
Those are
loaf that
fun.
looks like a
Yeah,
football, or
yeah.
that's kind of fun too. I mean, somebody's into it, they're getting
Why
creative.
not?
It's, we all have our different creative outlets, so yeah. But yeah, definitely an eating day for sure.
Yeah.
I actually, fun tidbit about me, I actually learned how to ski on Super Bowl Sunday. Very first time I skied. Yeah.
All right. Was would you say, based off your experience and knowledge of the mountain, that Super Bowl Sunday is a little lighter of a day, or does it not impact?
Um,
I would
Not
probably
so
imagine
much
depends on how
because,
much
well, the
snow.
game starts in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it
So
would
everybody
be
goes in the morning.
busy, and it's a Sunday. And
Mm-hmm.
so it would be busy in the morning. And then usually in the afternoon when people are, people would leave earlier.
Got it.
So
Okay.
by 3, 4
So then,
o'clock, you'd be at the
yeah,
bar. They'd have the game on,
yeah.
and they have a big screen to have the game on, but maybe a little lighter, but definitely in the afternoon, they're done by noon and going home and
All right.
getting ready for whatever they're doing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's all I
All right.
got.
There you go. That's all I got.
All right.
Big game. Everybody enjoy the
Yep.
big game.
Big game. So
Big
what you
game.
talking
Big
about,
game.
Willis?
So I came across one where if you are like it's a big moment for you, right? You're like, "Oh, I'm getting an award at work. It's your Super Bowl." So people using that phrase as a way to highlight your own personal like that's a big deal for you, so it's your Super Bowl, right?
Uh-huh.
Like if it's a big moment of yours. I have no Super Bowl moments in my life anymore. I'm
Oh
good.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your Super Bowl.
It's
Yeah.
your Super Bowl. Or people will
It's your
refer to it
Super
as
Bowl.
it's the Super Bowl of
Yes.
hospitality. It's the
Yes.
Super Bowl
Yes.
of,
Yes. It is in
electronics.
likened. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
is in likened to when people say it's, Nordstrom level service, which I don't know that many
Right.
people say stuff like that anymore, or it is you know, it is the Taj Mahal of chicken wings, or whatever.
Well, what you're talking about, Willis, is I was scrolling on the TikToks, and whatever happened to the great meme reset? I thought we were throwing out all of the memes from last year and starting with new ones. And it seems
No,
that
I don't think
they're still
I didn't
holding
know we
on.
were doing that.
They're
Which
still
one are we
holding
holding
on.
on to?
They're still holding on to peak. Oh, that's peak. That's so peak. That's
Oh
peak.
yeah, I don't know that one.
But I'm pretty sure that 6-7 is dead.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of it. I think it is. I think it is. I think obnoxious references to melting ice or that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing are really kind of taken over. Even we had so obviously there's protests everywhere, and so we had a lot of, local news talking about the kids coming out, and there was a whole bunch of high schoolers protesting in downtown on Friday afternoon, and I people were like, they should be in school. And I'm like, well, they had finals, so they were out of school at noon. So they're not actually missing school. They just came here instead when it's 80 degrees and sunny at the beach. I mean, it's not a bad place to protest, that's for sure. You're just watching the
Hey, it's
waves.
like if you're going to be homeless, do it in Southern California,
No,
I
no,
mean,
don't. No, we don't have any more space for them. The
I know, but I'm
homeless.
saying, like, as opposed to like
Yeah,
Michigan in February, I don't want to be
right.
homeless there.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't somebody didn't they find or somebody frozen in Michigan or something? I don't know.
oh, maybe.
Maybe I made that up.
Anyway, so a couple of the TikTok people that pop up on my feed, basically, they were saying, "Oh, these are the memes that the kids are still saying," and I'm like, "Well, all right, so much for your big meme reset. So you're still trotting out the same shit as last year. Come on, kids, stop it.
I feel like it's a bit like
If you're
it's
gonna
a
do
like
this, at
it's a
least be
summer thing.
creative."
Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
when they're all screwing around in the summer, something happens, and that's they bring it to the new start of the school year. So I feel like the
Yeah.
summer's really that's where
Summer's
we're
when
gonna go get some new ones.
they come up with
Wait,
most of it, and then they launch it when school
yeah,
starts.
when they do all the stupid things.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's all I got for today.
That's all I got. All right, go
Yeah.
team,
So
go
everybody go out,
sports. Yeah,
go team. Oh, so who are you? Who's your team
I don't.
this year?
I don't have a team, and it'll be whatever I want my squares to win. That's it. I just
Right.
want to
I could
win.
care less, but I think I want
Yeah.
Seattle. I think I'm going for Seattle
Okay.
because I've been there.
Sure.
I've been
Now,
to New England.
if the
I've been to
if
Seattle.
the
I want Seattle to
Patriots,
win.
so currently there is a tie for the team with the most Super Bowl wins, which are the Patriots and the Steelers. So if the Patriots win this year, they will surpass and become
Mm.
the sole person in that spot.
What's the
Five
spread
and a
on that?
half, four. Well, I mean, the spread is 4 to 5.5, which um usually means it's going to be a little bit wider. I think when you have like a 1.5 or a 3 spread, that game is
Yeah.
usually projected to be closer. Anything above that,
Right.
but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think I knew that.
all
I
right.
just had to be reminded
Yeah,
what the spread was.
I don't bet.
Um, yeah, I don't bet. I just like to enjoy the game, eat the food, and
Yeah,
when it's done,
I
it's
want to win a
done.
square. That's what I
Yeah.
want. That's the winner I want is to be me.
All right. I hope so. All
All right. Well, have a
right.
good one.
That's
All
all we
peace
got.
out.
So everybody enjoy, listen, rate, review,
Eat,
subscribe.
take an Uber, walk, stay
Yeah.
home,
Yeah. Don't drink and
have
drive.
fun. No,
Don't drink and walk.
it's not worth it. No,
Well, I mean, you can walk, but
I mean, don't walk far distances in the snow. But
no, no.
all right, peace out.
All right. See ya.